this is my space. I made it. I think it's pretty alright. It's kind of like my mental room where my brain lives. I think. I hope you like it. I think it's cool. Over here we got an analog TV. I think it's pretty cool. I made it while working on the short film for New World. And it's a pretty difficult project. It's been going for like 9 months, working on it on and off, and it's just like, I don't know. It's getting out of hand in a way. I mean, it's a weird project. I'm adapting something that's very close to me, like a very long and big project, and this is like, if you divide up Warm Tears is what it's called. If you divide it up into 8 pieces, the total story, this is like the second piece. And it's around like a 24-minute short film right now, and it's difficult. So that's like something I've been struggling with in my super difficult life. And so that's the analog TV. And over here, we have a poster for my first short film I ever made. I made it right out of high school with Quintana Jones. Photo. And then this is my massive TV, my actual massive TV. It's kind of like, I wish this place was real, because then I could be here and I could watch a big movie. I could watch a big movie, and that'd be cool. Up here, we got the fucking sun and the moon, and those are kind of the only real things that exist in space, you know what I mean? Sun and the earth, excuse me. The moon is, it's alright. But the sun and earth are like the most powerful objects. Is the moon even real at that point? I mean, come on. Moon my ass. And yeah, as I pointed out, that's a digital display over there. That's where I put photos. And then by now I should have put up like a gallery up there, and maybe around the walls, but definitely up there and put a gallery of photos. Maybe I'll have cycling ones. I don't really know. It's probably just static photos that I like. Well, this video is a break from the big project. It's been a very difficult thing to make that project, so I thought that making something and finishing something within 2 weeks would refresh me, and I could feel like, oh, right, I can complete things. Like, I can literally make something and finish it, and not like lose my mind staring at a, sounds like there's a car horn in space. Not lose my mind in this fucking, just creating a project that's very difficult. Like, I've had to learn a lot. Me being able to do this right here, this set, is a testament to some of the things I've had to learn to make this project. So it's pretty cool, you know? So I'm wearing a dress. I'm like a dude and stuff. That's how I was born. And like for now, I identify with that. It doesn't really affect me. I don't care. Definitely had plenty of identity crisis, and I'll get into that. So, yes, I'm wearing a dress. I think dresses are cool. Recently, I just started looking down at my body, and I broke ice on this wearing like, you know, like a skirt and like not thigh highs like 3 years back, and I've had like 2 phases. But this is the 3rd phase of this, and it's been the longest lasting. The silhouette of male clothes is just kind of boring, you know? So I just thought I might as well mix it up. Because why not? Like when you look down, you got pants and a shirt on in your POV, and it's kind of boring. And I know women got that too, because, you know, egalitarian clothing, unisex, whatever. But I was like, man, I'm gonna wear dresses. And tights are comfortable, or what are they, pantyhose? They're comfortable. Fuck with them. I dressed up as a Catboy maid for Halloween, and Antonia, my partner, life partner, you know, like film, creative, and also romantic and everything, you know, eggs, all in. She dressed up as Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion, one of our favorite things in existence. I mean, that project, that thing, I haven't watched the rebuilds. Not yet. I mean, dude, that show is like, means everything to my brain. It kind of reminds me of Warm Tears, my like mega project that the coming short film is pulling from. And End of Evangelion obviously matters. Anyways, so identity. Something very strange to my, I guess, video game generation brain. I grew up with Minecraft. My perception of that is I can pick my avatar. I can also fucking fly around and build whatever I want. That one's obviously not going to happen. In the current state of the world, like if we could get our shit together, maybe. Then we got physics to work against. Oh, but identity, picking your avatar. And you know, Minecraft is limited to like block people. Like I get it, yeah. But this is my body. Some people are like, oh, you have a nice body. Some people are like, oh, I want your body. In like a way where like I'm skinny so I can wear any clothes. Okay. I don't know, I just don't like eating that much. Like obviously I do, but I'm more of like a food is fuel type. And I've learned to like food more, but like, and also my genes and my whatever the fuck. I'm skinny. That's just what my body does. And every once in a while, workout routine, whatever. Anyways, I can't pick exactly what I want. And that's weird. You know, growing up in a relatively, I mean, I had a, you know, smart mother, single parent, and so I had like access to intelligence, and I also had the whole internet, and that was that's a lot of information. But and I moved around a bit, so I got some perspective. But point is, I have, you know, some privilege in this world, and that feels like a sin. There's a lot of things in my brain, dude. I don't know. This video is kind of just supposed to be me talking, and I was just supposed to make something, and so I made this 3D environment that I wish I could actually be in right now. But yeah. One thing that I wish I could be physically, if we're going on the avatar conversation, is like a fucking really thick, curvy, very attractive woman. Or like if we're going with cartoon world as well, a Neko girl. Or just any anime character, honestly. I like the simplicity. That's one thing that like my cartoon brain has kind of made it difficult to accept reality and human bodies. It's like there's so much detail in the human body, and it's like, why is there so much things going on? One thing I fucking hate about humans, hair. Oh, why is it everywhere? Like, obviously we have the aesthetically charming hair with like, you know, top head, eyebrows, eyelashes, functionable things. But in the modern world, you know, what's the point of like finger and toe and armpit? I get armpit, but like, come on, I don't want to have that. I want to opt out. I can wear deodorant, solve that problem. I just don't want hair anywhere around here. Also facial hair? I didn't sign up for this. I'm going to be bitching a lot. So if you're already annoyed, then go to the next reality. This is the reality I'm living in right now, okay? On the screen right now Bird, Louise, and somebody else. And honestly, I think it's a pretty decent film.
What do you think makes him happy?
Obviously, there's a lot of flaws with it,
Right?
but I made peace with those. You know, I think it's pretty decent given limitations that we had, and I mean, like, it works. Like, I'm pretty proud of it. That's why it's on the wall over there.
I'll take a picture.
But yeah. We shot it in 2019 and then finished it in I finished editing in 2021, and then we submitted it to a film festival, got Outstanding Achievement Award for first time directors and one other thing, forgot what it was. It's on the poster. And then one of the ones that's not on the poster was a nomination for Outstanding Achievement Award for Best Editing. And they're doing Outstanding Achievement because, oh, it's first time student filmmakers and first time directors. Or Best Student Film, or whatever the fuck. Editing, I was pretty proud of that because I spent so much time editing that film. Holy fuck. It's like 23 minutes also. Yeah, go check it out. I think it's decent.
What makes you happy?
I don't know. Letting go of tomorrow. I feel like anticipation kind of kills the ride. I don't know if you can answer that. It's a big question.
Yeah, oh my god, we were in physics talking about space, and he got all, like, philosophical and bummed everybody out.
Yeah, Carl.
It was just, like, he kept talking about our insignificance in it all, and just kept going on and on about all this existential nonsense, and it was just like, thanks, Carl. Absolutely a treat to ponder oblivion for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, and this sun model and earth model up there, I used them in me and Antonia used them in our first like icebreaker short film that we made called My Drugs, Where Are My Drugs, and that's also linked in the description if you want to watch that. And it's a pretty alright. I mean, it was an icebreaker. We didn't like try. Like, I honestly feel like I'm trying harder on this like project, whatever the fuck this is, more than that film. All right, derealization issues. Duh, forgot about that. Current project struggles. I kind of talked about that. You know, the project's hard. It's jumbled. It's an adaptation. It's strayed from what it was. And it's just gotten confusing because initially me and Antonia started working on it, and then I started grabbing control because I don't know what it's supposed to be, and it's an adaptation from something that I initially made. And she wrote the screenplay for this one, but I've been altering it, and we've been changing things in post because there's a lot of voiceover, and so there's so much that I have freedom to change, and so it's just becoming this fucking vote of Theseus problem. Anyways, so desires for control over my reality, right, and then derealization. Okay. Desires for control over my reality. Well, you know, I grew up in the video game generation on PC, and so I had a lot of control over my games and my environment, and playing games like Gmod and Minecraft and other sandbox games and stuff like that, and just being able to do, you know, so much in mod games and stuff. And then you kind of wake up, you leave high school, you have to have like a life and a job and all this stuff, and have a job like kind of before high school too, and it's just like, or before you leave high school, and you like try out college. I tried out college and dropped out after 2 weeks because I was like, nah, I hate this. Also, it's not worth suffering through the like adjustment period if I'm gonna end up be paying like, dozens of thousands, even $100,000 on a fucking education when I can learn a lot more on YouTube in a controlled environment and pace myself comfortably. And yeah, I lose all the marketing aspects, but whatever. Luckily, Antonia is a lot better at socializing and stuff. So she's covering a lot of the marketing for me. Marketing as in networking. Sorry, networking. Yeah, so desire over control for reality. I can't do that. I can't just, you're annoying, go away. This wall is in my way, go away. Doesn't work like that. We're so limited right now. And we're slowing ourselves down. Like, we're literally in the dark ages. We're still killing each other. That is so pathetic and stupid. Like, what the fuck are we doing with these wars?
Actually, the way I think is better than the way you think. I'm going to send 30,000 people to go die for me so I can get an inch more land, so I can have a little bit more control over the reality that I have no control over, because that's my evil genius plan. I don't know. Anyone running the country sounds like that? Oh, and don't mention the fucking 2024 election. There's so much going on, man. Also, coming out of high school and entering quarantine, like, oh, by the way, here's 2 years of nothingness. I mean, it really inspired me to write Warm Tears, so that's like a positive. Like, yeah, I gotta write a crazy cool story that maybe I'll get out in 6 years from now, maybe 10 years. I don't know when I'm gonna be capable of adapting my 100,000 word manuscript and hundreds of drawings and concepts and passion, and I am 23 years old and barely know how to use anything. I mean, I'm obviously skilled enough to do stuff, but like I want to do so much, and I'm so limited, and I hate it, and I want more. But then it's so hard to want more, because then you drive yourself into a hole and just end up wanting to fucking kill yourself, and it's like, fuck. What is happening? Lack of control causes this insanity in me. Oh, not to mention just suicidal ideation that like really hasn't gone away. It's just kind of looming. It's just there. It's just kind of there. It's not gone. Right, and then derealization. Oh, Lord, do we love it. I have been clean from weed for a long time now. Over a year, I think. Edibles, I think maybe just under a year, or we're at a year by now. I don't know when the fuck I stopped edibles. It was a long time ago. But smoking, it's been over a year and a half, probably, if not more. And that's been crazy. But the reason I mentioned that after... Whoops. The reason I mentioned that after the derealization topic is... it definitely contributed to the problem. Derealization definitely is assisted by drugs. Shrooms as well. Fucking hell, shrooms are crazy. Oh my god, ease into that. If you're gonna try it, which I recommend it, ease into it. I meditated on the idea of doing shrooms for like a year, on and off, preparing my brain for it, and then finally I was at like a solid low/medium point in life, a pivot change, that I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Thankfully I had a very nice friend to guide me through that experience. And it was like a small dose, but it was still like, I'm doing a psychedelic right now. Right, so back to derealization, on topic. Derealization is, fuck it, put it on the monitor, boom. Derealization is defined here, but I'm going to summarize for you. From my perspective, it's basically just the struggle to believe things around you are real. It's kind of like dissociating more so from your body, derealization more so from just all of reality. And it's kind of ego-driven in a way, more than dissociation in my opinion. And it is exhausting and terrifying. And so drugs definitely cause a heightened version of that. And dissociation is definitely the entry point. But once you dissociate, you start derealizing after that. And I don't have major derealization episodes, but I definitely have a sort of like residual problem with it. And I genuinely thought I died. I genuinely thought I was never going to come back. And that was a little bit before me being able to get up a bit and talk to Antonia and be like, I think I broke my brain. It was a bit before that I actually thought I died. Like, I thought I was leaving reality. I thought I left this illusion. And so all of that, along with some other like kind of light panic-inducing trips that I've had with shrooms, have a distrust in reality, more so. And I experienced major dissociation after a breakup in like 2021, when I was smoking too much. And I would do it at work, I would do it everywhere. It was a dab pen, you could do it anywhere, and I was just dissociating from reality. And then I started, like, I would look at my hands every once in a while and feel like, holy fuck, what the hell? These are real? You know what I mean? Like leaving your body while doing a task, which is terrifying. And so then this being my recent experience, and this was like, I don't know, 6 months ago maybe, I was like, okay, well, now I've experienced genuinely leaving reality. And so now I have the reinforced issue with being in my body. And now I'm like, okay, well, these walls are not real. And this all ties into when I was in high school, I had this major problem with reality as well. And like, also at some point believing like reincarnation. So like, to the point of I'm going to kill myself so I can reincarnate. Which is like, the man and his ba, which is like an ancient Egyptian story, which is very similar. Look it up, it's cool. One of the oldest stories recorded. And Truman Show was a complex that I had at the time in high school. And so that ties in. And I had this fucking friend, I guess, at the time who said, it was like, oh, Harrison thinks that he's important enough to be in a movie or a TV show, Truman Show, because it was like tormenting me, and it would like people knew about it because I would like talk about it every once in a while and be like just expressing my thoughts. And no, it's not about my ego. It's a genuine distrust in everything. No, I don't think I'm important enough to be in a TV show. I mean, obviously my ego is creating a vision of something, but you're also in a body that has an ego. It just empathized with me. This is terrifying. I'm not happy like this. I'm not, ooh, I am in a TV show. I love this. No, the Truman Show is not a happy thing. You, respectfully, stupid. Okay. So, I forgive you. Dude, wow. Yeah. There's so much terrifying shit about this world. I wake up every morning and have like, I mean, it's been better the past year, but every once in a while there's just a week straight where it's very consistent. You wake up and you're like, what is a wall? What are these? Why are they here? What am I? Why am I here? What is and why? Like, it's endless. And that just streams into like exponential nihilism. Just everything doesn't matter. So, I mean, generally, I've just been talking about where I come from mentally. So if you watch my art, watch my career form, you know, hopefully I don't have to stay at this state powerless. I want to have budget to make things. I want to have ability to create things. I want to create worlds. I honestly, genuinely would like to embody and help found the next Disney. And that is a fucking massive undertaking, but it's possible. So if you watch me fail or succeed, hello, this is my life. My name is Harrison. Antonia is a part of my life. And I hope she stays. And I hope we can succeed, and I hope we can help change the world and fix things, because I wish to have more control over reality, and guess what that does? That gives more people control over reality, because when I control reality, it's perfect. And I want everyone to have autonomy to create. I want Minecraft creative mode. I want Gmod creative mode. I want VR and AR to fucking enter this world now. There is so much laws and regulation that I'm aware of that all these, a lot of these new technologies will cause problems. Yeah, but like, there is so much possibility for us as creatures. Like, I'm accepting reality right now. I'm accepting that this is whatever real is, and I want to build. I want to build. I want the power to build big and passionate and meaningful things. I don't want to be limited by any means, but I don't want to be too immoral. I'm generally kind of amoral, but there are lines. But it's also really hard to be pure. I don't know. I think I talked about the things I wanted to talk about. Good to meet you. Check out the rest of our channel if you want to hear me talk, if you want to meet Antonia. There's videos of her talking there too. She's working on her ice-breaking short film right now. It's not like mega effort, but it's her icebreaker. We're both kind of doing side projects right now. This one is mine, just to kind of recharge. I got a lot going on, trying to create, not fucking end my life. If you relate to any of this, I would love to talk in the comments. I will try my best to reply to everything. If anything comes from this video, might just... Oh, look! 0 engagement! Yeah. Well, I'll probably do something like this in the future again. But for now, this took a long time to set up. But the good thing is, now all I have to do in the future is edit this 3D space that I made. Because I have a good, solid foundation. I like this space. I hope to make it bigger and maybe add an expansion room and all that stuff. And maybe eventually I'll get a player model that I can embody and feel represented by, or maybe have a few, and motion track walk around in it. I don't know. I want to make things, and if you like hearing me talk, I would love to have just a little bit of company while I try and do this. Because I'm very isolated. I think this space kind of speaks for that. I think a lot of people are. But I pretty much only create things and try to create things, so I don't really get out much.
trying to do that. Antonia's helping, but yeah, I want to build a community. I really, really do. Oh, time to do the trash and recycling. Alright, well, I have to go. It's 1 a.m. in the real world. I need to go to bed. I don't want to leave this space. It's nice in here, it's safe. I'm safe here. Just I'll stand and hang out for a bit. Delay. I'll let you zoom around outside. Enjoy the stars. This place is beautiful, isn't it? I think it's beautiful. It's very limited though. Can't really render much more dense particles without it taking forever.
Yeah, oh my god, we were in physics talking about space, and he got all, like, philosophical and bummed everybody out.
Yeah, Carl.
It was just, like, he kept talking about our insignificance in it all, and just kept going on and on about all this existential nonsense, and it was just like, thanks, Carl. Absolutely a treat to ponder oblivion for the rest of the day. You were gonna say something. I cut you off.
Oh, no, it's okay. I mean, you kind of alluded to it anyways, but he's a bummer. I mean, I can totally see him at a birthday party, you know, a happy day, just talking about how... Okay, watch. You know what's crazy? One day you'll blink and remember this exact moment. How you felt, what the air smelled like, who you were talking to, etc., and just sit to realize that all the events you say you've lived are strictly memories and could be nothing more. Maybe this will stick with you, maybe it won't, but it's a thought strange enough to haunt you. And you blink again, and as you turn around in an attempt to leave this disturbed feeling,